Hello. Is your wardrobe messy? Do you not know where you put your clothes usually? Where are the clothes you wear? Where are the clothes you already washed? Well, it's okay, because I have that problem too, and I just learned a few ways to make my clothes stack neatly and make my life easier in the morning when I go to work. This way, who knows, maybe you can find clothes that you don't like anymore and you can sell them, instead of making the entire wardrobe feel like a vintage corner. Let me show you. Folding a t-shirt is really easy. First, locate the corners of the collar. Then, fold the t-shirt lengthwise for each corner of the collar. Then fold the top part and the bottom part so they are equal. They have to be equal in order for this fold to work. Fold the corners of the top part so you can hold them and insert them into the crack of the bottom part. Fold in the corners and press down the t-shirt. This fold is great because when you stack the t-shirts together, if t-shirts fall when you grab one, you can easily put them back and they won't unfold because they are packed. They are packaged like boxes, and so that's really cool. And you can easily take them for any sort of traveling because they're easy to store. To fold a shirt, we follow pretty much every single step from the t-shirt part, with the added step of folding the sleeves in so that they don't stick out. You just identify again the corners of the collar, fold the shirt lengthwise, and there is a difference. Now, when you fold the top part and the bottom part, they don't have to be equal. The bottom part, when folded, should be a bit longer than the top part because we want the collar to stick out a bit for presentation purposes and to not crease the collar because it's really hard to iron it out. We want to leave it straight so we don't have to work all that much when we decide to wear a shirt. So the bottom part has to go into the top part. Fold the corners of the bottom part, hold them and insert them into the crack of the top part, which is created when you fold the sleeves together. It creates like a pocket. Tuck in the corners and then flatten the shirt out, and then it's ready to store. This fold you will typically see in all stores that sell shirts, with good quality shirts, like suit shops, and it's really easy to see why. It's a really nice way of presenting the shirt.
I bet you were a jumper.
Sweaters are the exact same process, but with a little twist. You fold in the sleeves and then you locate the corners of the collar, but before you fold the sweater, you have to fold down the collar, because when we are going to insert the bottom part into the top part, we don't really want to insert it into the collar because we are gonna stretch it out and it would not be pleasant to wear or iron out. So you fold in the top part slightly and then you repeat the exact same process. Fold lengthwise for each corner of the collar, and then you fold in the sweater in 3 parts. The bottom part must not be folded because it goes straight into the top part, into the little crack we created. Again, you fold the corners, insert the bottom part, and then you just flatten the sweater out, and now you have a sweater that can be stacked just like a t-shirt.
A biggie with the hoodie.
The hoodie is going to be folded just like the sweater, because it's so much easier to remember, because they are almost the same piece of clothing, one having a hood. All you have to do for the hoodie is fold in the sleeves, and then the hoodie must be folded slightly down so we can create a crack or a pocket for the bottom part to get into. Then you locate the corners of the collar or edges of the hood, I guess, fold in lengthwise on each part, and then you fold the top part only, and the bottom part will go into the crack created when folding the top part. You fold in the corners, put the bottom part in, tuck in the corners, and flatten the hoodie. It's really easy, it's mess free, and it's stackable. It's so space saving, it's insane. Ready to be packed or ready to be put in a tight space in your wardrobe. All you have to do is fold them in, and then that little edge that comes out where your ass usually hangs, you should fold it inwards, and then fold the short 3 ways. The bottom part first upwards and then the top part over. There is a crack that you can locate on the bottom part from the pant leg, you just take the top part and put it in the bottom part, and you just smooth the short out so it can fit better in the wardrobe. It's really easy. It's almost the same technique as all of the tops that I shown, and that's about it. And it works well with cargos. I wanted to show cargo pants because they are really tough to store because of the pocket.
I hid it in my pants.
Pants are a bit special. They require a bit of finesse. There are lots of ways to fold, but the most compact way I've seen is laying them flat and folding just a little bit down the top part so you can see the edge of the back pocket if you have it. And then you take the pant leg that is closest to you, which is the top one, and you fold it flat to the right so it forms a 90-degree angle with the other pant leg or the top part. And then the top part you fold again over the pant leg, and now the pant leg that is unfolded, which is closest to you, you fold it once and then you fold it over the entire pant. The remaining pant leg sticks out to the right. You're going to fold over and you are going to insert it into the crack we created when folding 17 times pan. The pan now lays flat. It doesn't matter if the material is thick or not. It works just the same, and it's so much space saving. And I think it looks pretty, especially when you do it with jeans. Jackets are a bit special, but this method works for absolutely any jacket because it's easy to learn and it's pretty standard, so it doesn't matter if the jacket is thick, you can do this fold. The bottom part you are going to fold inside out up until the sleeves, so you can create this sort of pocket. This is going to act as a pocket for the entire jacket to fold into. You fold the sleeves in, and then if you have a hoodie, you just put it over the sleeves. If you don't, that's fine. Then what you want to do is roll the entire jacket top down like a burrito so it can fit easier into the little crack that we created when folding the bottom part inside out, right there where the zipper starts. You roll it into a burrito and then you just insert it into the pocket. And what you want to do is flatten it out and just work the corners so that it stays a bit flatter. Underwear is extremely easy to fold. If you have boxers, you just fold in the bottom corners all the way to the top to the brim, and then you fold in the bottom part to the top, above a little bit above the brim, and then you just fold in the sides. So you have this method works well with any types of underwear, even ones that are not boxers, briefs. Yeah, the ones that are really short, look like thongs.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Socks are really easy. There is no need for you to just throw them into the sock drawer. Long socks you fold in 3 ways. Bottom part to a little bit above the middle of the sock, and then once again. Then you are going to take edge of the sock and fold it over itself. So you pretty much create like a pillow, a sock pillow. A small sock pillow. It's easy to organize, you don't have to lose socks. And this works for short socks as well. You just fold it in half and do the same process over again. You fold it in over itself. And now you have a little sock pillow that you can store easily anywhere. This is the way I organized my wardrobe. I don't have a lot of space, so here. The top part is going to be for shoes and clothes I already wear. They are stored on coat hangers because I like to make them into outfits that I can wear throughout the week. And I have shoes that I either wear or I don't. And then jackets, if I think it's a bit chilly outside, I have a few spares to make sure that I am covered and I can quickly grab whatever I want. The top shelf is reserved for tops because I think it's easier and they are easier to store and you grab them the most. As you can see, the t-shirts are stacked, easy to put, easy to stack and order, especially if the towers just plop over. Next to the t-shirts we have the shirts that I stack alternatively. Shirts have collars. A collar goes to the left, right, left, right, left, right, because otherwise you're just going to have a lot of thickness on one side and make the tower of shirts fall over. So pro tip, if you don't want your any clothes for that matter to fall over, just locate which part of your top or bottom is the thickest and then alternate how you put them. Here I have some miscellaneous clothes I use for work and labor stuff. Here I have some accessories. And the bottom part is where I put my pants and my thick tops. The pants usually go all the way to the back, especially the shorts. And over the stacks of pants, I just put in the hoodies and sweaters. And because of the way they are folded, they can easily wall off the pants because they're like Legos, they're like bricks. You just put one next to the other, next to the other, next to the other, and it walls off completely. And they stay neatly there. Easy to grab, easy to put back, there is nothing to it. I have the belts, the accessories, jewelries, and perfumes all in one place. It's really easy to store. And the second drawer is for undergarments. So underwear, socks, and pajama. They are put in sections like this. Because of the way that they are folded, you can easily put them against each other like columns, and they stay there really tightly, really neatly. You don't have to throw them in. Doing my wardrobe the way I'm showing you right now taught me that perseverance matters and that training matters. So if you can keep this up and if you can keep your clothes tidy, you can keep yourself tidy, and that really helps. And I hope that this helps you too, because everybody is worthy of feeling tidy, feeling clean and refreshed in every single part of their house. I hope this helps you, and I hope I brought a bit more light into your day. And go and make your wardrobe. Trust me, when you look at it all finished, you will feel so much better about yourself, and you will discover who you are when looking at your clothes. Maybe. This is too deep. Okay, bye, love you.